This is Beyonce, and she's kind of a big deal. You may have heard the rumor spreading on social media that she's been cast to play Storm in Black Panther 2. But this is completely false and fabricated, and I'm going to explain how we got here in the first place with this ridiculous rumor. Welcome back to Comic Power. I'm your host, Comic Killer 72. Welcome to another episode of The Quick Flip. This is the program where I go over comic book industry news in a short period of time. Please subscribe to this channel and also click on the notification bell as well. It will remind you when new videos come out. Alright, now let's get right into it. Love you, babe. You're fantastic, but you're not going to be Storm. Here's what happened. The British Tabloid, the UK Sun, reported that Beyonce was working with Disney on some projects that could be worth $100 million. She already has a history with the company, doing the voice of Nala on the Lion King remake. The Sun UK story wasn't very specific on what she'd be doing, but it did include the phrase Black Panther. More than likely, it would be a music project. For example, Kendrick Lamar and the singer SZA contributed music to the Black Panther soundtrack in the first film. Their duet, All the Stars, plays as the credits roll at the end of the movie. So more than likely, Beyonce's role would be something similar to that. Not an acting performance in the movie, but a musical contribution. And what always happens in these situations, misinformation trolls get a hold of the story and completely distort it. The story was mischaracterized by a YouTuber that has over 500,000 followers. I don't know why, because he repeatedly tells lies about everything. I won't say his name because I don't want to contribute to making him more infamous. But yeah, he takes the story and he basically completely BS's his way through the whole thing. He does give credit to the Sun UK as his original source, but that source isn't credible to begin with. It's owned by Rupert Murdoch, who also owns Fox News, so go figure. This falsehood video gets over 400,000 views in 12 hours, so of course other people pick up the story. And without any research whatsoever, they just report it as being true. So then people on social media start spreading this false story as well, like it's true. And when things like this happen, it just completely drives me crazy because people are so gullible and will believe anything they see on the internet. And by the way, if you haven't seen it before, I made a video previously called the top 10 actresses that should be considered to play Storm in the MCU, and Beyonce is not one of them. Go back and watch that. I'll put a link in the description. But for right now, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Beyonce will not be Storm. Let me repeat, Beyonce will not be Storm, and here are 5 reasons. Marvel makes a big deal about announcing actors for major roles. For example, we already know that Natalie Portman plays Jane Foster, but she was upgraded to Lady Thor, and she was ceremoniously handed the Thor hammer by the director of the movie, with Marvel president Kevin Feige looking on at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. And also in front of a packed audience, they officially announced that Blade would be rebooted. You remember the horror action franchise that once starred Wesley Snipes back in 1998. In 2019, in front of a packed audience, they announced that Mahershala Ali will be playing the new Blade. Here he is with Marvel president Kevin Feige, and here's some fan art of what he might look like. Comic-Con has a captive audience of over 100,000 nerds altogether that love this stuff, so they're going for maximum bang when you announce something. And best believe, if an international pop star like Beyonce was signed to play Storm, Marvel would make a huge deal about it. Number 2, Beyonce is way too busy to be committed to a movie franchise. Here is Beyonce with her husband, who is also a major international pop star, along with their 3 kids. Here is Beyonce modeling her clothing line called Ivy Park. This is Chloe and Holly, a group that Beyonce manages. This is Beyonce putting on a big show at Coachella, bringing in 100 people with her on stage to perform. So when you sign on to play a superhero, you're taking on a 8-picture, 10-year deal. So you're going to have to do the table reads, you're going to do the hair, the makeup, the stunts, the press junkets, the interviews, the press travel. Acting in a franchise is going to take away from her main career, which is recording new material and performing in front of a live audience, which is going to pay her more than anything you could ever do. The choreography alone is going to take weeks to learn with her team. Yeah, so you put all this together with her career, her family, her business adventures, she's just way too busy for this. Number 3, Beyonce is probably too old for this role. She's 38 years old at the time I make this video. Female action heroes in comic book movies are usually signed much younger. Here's a few examples of some other action heroes and how old they were when they got signed. Scarlett Johansson, 25 years old. Elizabeth Olsen, 25 years old. Tessa Thompson, 32 years old. Gal Gadot, 30 years old. Brie Larson, 25 years old. Zoe Saldana, 35 years old. And Karen Gillan, 26 years old. That is an average age of 28 years old. As I mentioned before, these are typically 8-picture, 10-year deals. So Beyonce would be 48 years old at the end of her run. If it started right now, she would be pushing 50. That's just not going to happen. Number 4, if this story is true, then why are no major news organizations reporting it as, other than a tabloid? She's a very major star. If this was true, you would see it on CNN, ABC, Fox News, MSNBC, but you haven't, have you? Okay, maybe they're busy with coronavirus and the protests, but it would be reported at TMZ, MTV, or Entertainment Weekly, but they're not reporting this either, are they? Because it's not true. That's why. And number 5, Beyonce is really not that good of an actress in the first place. If you've seen some of her work, such as Dreamgirls, where she's very flat and doesn't matter if she's there or not, and Austin Powers, she's only good when she's performing on stage. And of course, Cadillac Records, same thing when she's playing Etta James. She's pretty flat off the stage, but on the stage, she's pretty good. So when she's playing a performer in terms of recording, she's good, but as a regular actress, she's not very good at all. Her best work is probably doing the voice of Nala on The Lion King. It's an important role to the story, but a very small one. So if this is her best work, then she's not a very good actress in the first place. So there you have it. 5 reasons why Beyonce will not be Storm or be playing an acting role in Black Panther 2. Once again, go back and watch my previous video about the top 10 actresses I think should have an opportunity to read for the Storm role. Link in the description. Let's talk about Punchlines some more. This is the character that made her debut in Batman number 89, and another small appearance in Hell Arisen number 3, and then finally a first full real appearance in issue number 92 of Batman, in which DC created some variant covers to cash in on the hype. Was this supposed to be a replacement for Harley Quinn as the Joker's new girlfriend, or what? In issue number 92, she describes herself as Joker's partner and gets into a skirmish with Harley Quinn. But now we have some controversy because some fans are very upset because of the origin of Punchline has now been revealed, and a lot of people don't like it that much. This origin has been revealed in an 80th anniversary Joker one-shot comic. And I won't talk about details of it because I don't want to spoil it until everyone's had a chance to read it. If I was writing this character, I would state that she's the daughter of a Yakuza chief. That is the Japanese mafia. Her father does not want her involved in organized crime, but she wants to be in it herself. So she comes to America and seeks out the Joker. Due to her high rank, the Joker doesn't put her through the brutal rituals that he put Harley through, but she does agree to follow his lead in terms of the capers. So the origin is nothing like that. That's my version. For those of you who have read the origin, speak up in the comment section about how you feel about it. There seems to be a big backlash against the official origin. I don't hate it, I just think it's very generic. So feel free to tell me what you think. You know the drill. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and share these videos on social media so other people learn about the channel. And don't forget, I do sell comics at my eBay page listed here with a link in the description. One Stop Thrift and Comic Power are run by the same guy. That would be me, Comic Killer 72. I have 100% feedback, by the way. And once again, thank you to my subscribers and viewers who support Comic Power. Until next time, this is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye.